Hey, what's going on, crypto people? It is your boy, the Crypto Siege, with another day in the life and the crazy life that is the digital asset space. Good morning. Hope you guys are having a beautiful, beautiful Saturday morning. Hope you have an even better Saturday evening. Hope that you feel blessed to be in the digital asset space. So, guys, the last couple of days it's been sort of kind of slow. I'm finding that a lot of people are just kind of doing the same thing in terms of talking about the news and what's kind of going on. So I've been off a little bit for the last couple of days, but I did want to talk about the recent event that happened with Mark Carney and how he publicly stated about it's time for us to kind of move away from the U.S. dollar, because when the economies kind of go bad, they all kind of go bad. When the dollar isn't doing well, all these economies aren't doing well. And then added, we need a new reserve currency. He said digital reserve currency. Digital reserve currency. And it's funny, I think a lot of people forget that at one time, on the Ripple Insight page, Ripple said their goal was to become the world's digital reserve currency. On their site, on their site, that was the goal. I mean, don't you find it quite interesting, the timing of Mark Carney's statement? Here's a guy who's Bank of England, right? Completely and totally familiar with XRP and the XRPL, right? Totally familiar with it. Ripple customer. This dude goes over, Bank of England, this dude goes over now, headed over to the IMF, and he makes this bold statement. And it's kind of, and it's different, if you will, from China and Russia, saying that, we need to move away from the US dollar. Because this Mark Carney and England, right, those guys are friends. They're friends of the US. So it makes it easier for Trump and the current administration to have these talks, right? So there's pictures with Carney and Jerome Powell, right? What do you think they were talking about? I think it's interesting, the gray hairs, right, that these dudes have. Because it's not just because they're old, right? Because they got these major decisions that weigh on them. This new monetary policy, the monetary system is in the works. It's about to become a reality. The digitization of everything is about to become a reality. And for this guy, Mark Carney, to say a digital reserve currency is huge. It's huge in so many ways. I think, the fact that the way the news comes out, little bits of information comes out, is, in my opinion, completely planned. I just read something the other day about the federal, it was an article on how the Federal Reserve, and the pre-allocation that Brad Kimes has been talking about, that we all agree definitely has happened, that Ripple themselves has said they can do with that escrow. It's talking about how the Federal Reserve can do it and relate it to FedCoin, and how that could become the FedCoin. A certain amount of XRP from escrow being divvied out to all the other banks from the Federal Reserve. I don't think it's coincident that we have access to this now. We can read it and see it. I really don't. And I do 1000% believe that they do listen to this community. They are paying attention. They are watching the community and the things that come out. I believe that wholeheartedly. It might not be Powell himself hanging out, but he certainly has some people doing it and watching the community, right? But that is a major, that Mark Carney's statement is massive. And I think he was just on being interviewed about it as well. Maybe I think it was CNBC. And that statement that he made. So that's huge. It's funny because Christine Lagarde, and she's a big fan of XRP and knows about the XRPL and RippleNet. doing her thing, and without saying it, but doing her thing to let the world know that, the banking system is about to be disrupted massively. And then Mark Carney, she leaves, and Mark Carney's stepping in with the same kind of sentiment. I mean, that's huge for the digital asset space, but I believe it's certainly huge for XRP. It is certainly huge for XRP. And you know that Mark Carney and Brad Garlinghouse are familiar with one another, right? Gosh, that news is huge. That news has me absolutely excited because, again, Mark Carney, they're friends with the U.S., right? And so they can talk and say, how can we do this? I'm familiar with your XRP, President Trump. I'm familiar with how that works. I think that would be, you can see that conversation. I think that would be a great idea. You can see it. Right? You can hear it and you can see it. So, who knows? Maybe it's Mark Carney who says XRP and Ripple. Maybe it's him. I never even thought that it could possibly be him. But he's at the IMF. He's about to become head of the IMF. So that's huge in a lot of ways. Absolutely huge in a lot of ways. Listening to Jungle Inc. this morning, talking about Warren Buffett, I thought it very, very interesting. He made a really, really good point about acquiring premium assets at depressed prices, which was the Warren Buffett approach to things. He talked about how Warren Buffett purchased, invested into Bank of America, put $5 billion in there, $5 billion, 1 point something billion in dividends, transferred that over to common stock, and got $17 billion, and the dividends from that is $300 million. Wow, right? But that concept and that mindset of acquiring premium assets at depressed prices, right? And that's what we are able to do here. You guys have heard me say this time and time again. There isn't a digital asset out there that exists that has the company like Ripple behind it. There just isn't. Genius in motion. It doesn't exist. So here we are. We have this opportunity to acquire this digital asset, this premium digital asset at depressed prices, 26 and 27 cents. I get so excited when I'm in the Telegram group and I see people saying they increased the size of their position, they loaded up their bags, they filled their bags with more XRP. I get excited for them. I really do get excited for them. Because wow, what an opportunity that we have. And the stories, I can't wait for the meetups and the stories that we'll be able to share. And I can't wait to see people's crazy cars and pictures of their houses. I can't wait to see that. That feeling of, you got rid of all your debt. You're debt free, and the freedom that gives you. The ease of mind, peace of mind is going to be amazing. I can't wait. Absolutely cannot wait. Oh man, I'm supposed to get together with that dude. Man, I've not forgot about you, Leonard. I've not forgot about you. We're going to hook up. But just imagine that, where we are. I would love to hear what you guys think about that Mark Carney saying. But it's like every time we turn around, it's like, how can you doubt? How can you doubt XRP and where it's going? It's not the price that it is, it's the price that it's going to be. It's the price that it's going to be. And I'm Shane Ellis theory, it's just ringing in the back of my head I just believe it's going to be that way. I really, really do. And I really do think that they have to do it. You know, the Shane Nush, there's definitely going to be this price set or valuation. I don't know. In either case, I'm excited, but I don't believe it's going to be this slow and gradual thing. I don't believe it. This has not been slow and steady for the last 18 months. This has just been kind of level, right? Kind of just sideways movement. Just kind of Ripple showing that they can keep the price within a certain price point, you know, that they can, you know, make that happen for the market makers and, you know, people like that. So I don't know. I just think that we're blessed right now to be in this position. I hope you guys have your XRP bags filled. Listen, again, I'm not giving you financial advice. You know, you certainly have to do your own homework and do your own due diligence. And never, ever invest anything more than you can afford to lose. You never want to do that. Never want to do that. But certainly, look at what's going on. It is crazy. Talk about a premium digital asset at a depressed price. That's XRP, without question. And Mark Carney making that statement is like I don't even know if I can take anymore. Outstanding news. And this whole flip the switch thing that Ripple talks about, you know, they're just laying the rails, if you will. They're just setting it up, waiting, making sure the network is prepared and can handle it. It's going to be exciting. I really do believe, you know, we're going to wake up one morning and be like, holy cow. Not like this investing.com thing that happened the other day. I don't know what that was about. I cannot believe that someone was able to, because of that glitch in the system, that someone was able to get 48 Bitcoin. Crazy. I don't know. Hey, he didn't do anything wrong, I guess. You know, so hopefully he's able to get on that Ledger Nano. If he is, I'm not sure they can take it. I'm not sure if they can get that back. But boy, whoever runs that investing.com site, man, oh man, not good. But in any case, guys, get excited about where you are. Get excited about what you hold. Get excited about the fact that you have this company, Ripple, who has your back and is doing everything to grow this XRP ecosystem. I mean, it's just more good news after more good news after more good news. You can talk about the Thailand bank. You can talk about India and this dude saying, you know, the Ripple net is the best network and more banks are going to be using it. It's just, it's writing on the wall. It's just, will you continue to be disciplined and hold on to the asset? Don't watch the price every single day. Just know that what you hold, that's the key. You have to know what you hold. Man, and think about how blessed that you are that you hold it. And the masses don't even know about it. And those that do, some of them are sleeping. Like they're not even increasing their position. Crazy, in my humble opinion. So I get it. You know, I'm excited about it. You know, I am certainly 100% excited about it. Mark Carney, massive, guys. Let me know what you think about that statement, Lord. Love to hear what you think. I'm getting to that point again. I get that nervous feeling kind of going on. Like, man, I'm so excited that I'm nervous, right? Because I think about imagine the possibilities, and I just think, man, oh man. I've been listening to, watching a lot of stuff on YouTube. Two great YouTube channels that I watch. It's World King and the I Am Affirmations. World King and the I Am Affirmations, and VYBO, which is Visualize Yourself Beyond Ordinary. Visualize Yourself Beyond Ordinary. Listen to that. It's a lot of Earl Nightingale on there, but I listen to that as well. But I love the I Am Affirmations. I have my favorite one every morning and every night because it's affirmations, it's a visual, it's a mindset, it's all of that, you know. And I think about the lifestyle that's possible because of where we are in the digital asset space, and I just know without a shadow of a doubt that that's where we're going to be. Those of us who took advantage of being early adopters in this digital asset space. Why not become another Mike Novogratz? Why not become another Andreessen Horowitz? If they can, we can. All they did is take advantage of a situation at some point in their life and leveraged it and they made it work. We're in the same position. There's this opportunity to be, we're early adopters in this new asset class, right? And so we have a choice to buy a PlayStation 4 or an Xbox One, or invest in the digital asset space. We have that choice. The opportunity is here. We can't say that we didn't have it. We're early in this game. We can't say we didn't have it. And I think about Mike Novogratz all the time because, he leveraged some other positions that he was in, hedge fund manager, whatever it was. He saw this opportunity in Ethereum and he took it. He went for it. Because he knew early. First mover's advantage, he knew. And in the asset space, this new asset class is still early. And here we are. And so again, some people, you got to think about where you're putting your dollars. I'm big on save, invest, not save and invest, right? Because, having money saved in some CD or some whatever, some savings account, that's not smart. In my humble opinion, you got to do your own homework. You got to check with your team. You got to check with your accountant. You got to check with your lawyers. You got to check with your financial planner if you have one. But in my opinion, it's save and invest. Save to invest. And here we are in this digital asset space. And we're new. I mean, guys, I hope you get how new you are. I'm telling you, it's like being around when gold first came about. It's like being around when, these commodities first came about. Whether it be coffee or beans, or it's like being early in precious metals. That's where we are in this new asset class, and we're early to the game. And you have an opportunity to acquire the best of the proven assets. They will be classified. There will be a classification, and you have an opportunity, and that's coming soon, to be in that space early. Obviously, some are going to be bigger winners than others, but so many, in terms of the classifications, are going to be winners, right? There's a certain amount, and you don't need a few of them, right? Like when you're in precious metal, you don't have to own every precious metal, right? You don't have to, right? You don't have to you don't have to own every single precious metal to win. If you understand what I'm saying. So in this new asset class, you don't need to own 100 digital assets to win. You need to own a few, and we all know with just XRP that's a winner. But that doesn't mean there aren't gains to be made if you have a certain amount of Bitcoin. I'm not trying to get 5 or 10 Bitcoin, not for my fiat dollar. For my fiat dollar, I'm investing in the greatest digital asset ever created, and VeChain. Because right now, for me, the two digital assets that have proven themselves in the real world, not on ideas, not I get the Web 3.0 with whether it be Hedera and Holochain. I get that. But for me, I'm interested in the real world use cases and what they're doing, because that means to me that they're further along in the game. They're further along in their development. So for me, XRP and VeChain, that's for me. You guys got to do your own homework, do your own due diligence, but for me, those are the ones. And I may look at Cardano. I don't know. I don't know where Cardano is going. Are they trying to be a payments thing? And I know it's popular in Japan, and people, they'll go spend that Cardano. They will. I get the brilliance behind it. You know, I do. I get it's a Charles Hoskinson. I get that smart guy. You get Amerigo and IOHK. So those are pretty good teams and stuff like that. I just like, I don't know. You know, is it going to be the smart contracts because Ethereum is massive? So I don't know. But for me, the overall best bang for my buck is XRP and VeChain, without question. And I have what I have to do, quite honestly, is I have got to cure my addiction. I need some help. I got to go to XRP Anonymous or something, you know, because I just keep increasing the position in XRP. You know, and VeChain right now is, you talk about a premium asset at a depressed price. Like, I just, look, you can't listen, you got to do your own homework, you do your due diligence, and I'm going to look into it some more, and because I have a nice, you know, I feel good about my VeChain, and I'm wondering, you know, at these prices, you know, I don't know, like, it's on the cheap right now. Like, and gosh, if it's 1 cent, you know, during this bull run, it's, I don't know. I don't see how it's going to be hard to get to 10 cents. I just don't. And people know. And then you got, it's the fact that it's the China thing, and people, you know, they're going to be putting money into that thing over there. You got to get that fear of missing out, and the whole speculative thing. It's a great speculative play in VeChain, but trust and believe, it's proven itself with real world use cases. It's just going to get better, in my opinion. So there it is for me. It's those two, without question. Fiat dollars into the digital asset space. I mean, I get excited about it when I get a chance to do it. I just gotta say, man, when are you gonna stop with this XRP? Like, when are you gonna stop with this XRP? Like, you're good. When are you gonna stop? Like, I don't know. Maybe I gotta set a goal so mentally I can, like, you know, be good with it, because I'm like, man, you know, it's like, I don't know, guys. I get excited about it. I get excited about the digital asset space. And I'm telling you, I'm like Carl Wagner, man. Like, we messaged about this. Like, taking that fiat dollar and putting it into the digital asset space is exciting. It's exciting. You know, and I got the stories. I can talk about, you know, the stories of, you know, taking electronics. We had all kind of electronics in the home. I mean, like, you know, all of that stuff, all the Xboxes and all the PlayStations and all the freaking Alexas, and, you know, no, we need this Alexa, we need that Alexa. You got the round Alexa, you got the dot, you got the, like, all that stuff. You know, had the crazy sound systems in the house. Got rid of all of it. Got rid of all of it. And didn't have to, but just wanted to. Just wanted to. Right? Just wanted to, because I knew that that's what the wealthy did. You know, that's what the people, not the people who inherit it, but the people who go out and earn their millions. That's what they do. That's what they do. That's what they do. There's always stories behind those. There's a story behind Mike Novograt's story. There's a story behind that. Or Barry Silbert. There's a story behind that. And stuff don't just, you know, unless they're inherited, that stuff don't just happen. They got to make sacrifices. And what kind of sacrifices is to get, you know, to get rid of an Alexa and a PlayStation 4? To watch less TV, right? To not have a cable bill. Yeah, right. You know what I mean? You think about that? That's what it takes. You know? That's what it takes. So anyway, so I'm excited about that. Love it. I hope you guys get excited about that too. Hope you get excited about being able to take that fiat dollar and be able to put it into this new asset class. And again, know that you're early. I hope you guys see yourself above the mantle in your fireplace as the one who changed the legacy of your family forever, because you were willing to make the sacrifices. Because you were willing to make the sacrifices. Because you were able to intelligently discern in this digital asset space and say, yep, this is a premium asset. Yep, this is a premium asset. And yep, it is on the depressed price. I'm in. I'm going to grab some. And then discipline yourself. Discipline your disappointments. And strengthen your resolve. Level up your IQ, your financial IQ, your digital asset space IQ, and your XRP IQ. And then you have the stories. I get excited about it. I hope you do too. You get excited about the story that you'll be able to tell because you made those sacrifices, because you put the time in. I'm telling you, I get excited. It's the content creators, right, that are in the space and XRP community. There's another opportunity there, right? You get that? And within this, that's another opportunity, right? Brad Kimes, and it's another opportunity there if you want it, if you get it. That's what I'm looking at. Another opportunity, and it all comes from being early in this space. And then if you decide to be a content creator and you give and you give and you give and you give and you pour in and you pour in and you pour in and you pour in, you always get compensated for that. Other opportunities always come from that. Because why? Because you're giving. You think about Crypto Eddie. She is she not incredible or what? Right? She's on our side. Crypto Eddie is on our side. The digital asset investor is on our side. You guys get that? Digital nomad investor is on your side. These guys are on your side. They have your back because they're giving and giving and giving, and they're helping to strengthen your resolve. Right? I hope you're checking them out. Hope you're doing that without question. But there'll be more opportunities for those, especially content creators. There'll be more opportunities than that as well. But it all comes from this new asset class that we're positioned in early in, for all kinds of opportunities. I've been watching this guy. I'm just blown away. I watched this guy. His name is channel is I think it's called Producer Michael. Been watching him for the last few days. And I'm thinking, here's a guy who did something somewhere else, and now is leveraging that in another space, right? He's doing YouTube stuff. But he leveraged an opportunity somewhere else. I guess he produces music or something like that. But I've been watching him because what he does is he takes us on his journey in his lifestyle. So he takes us on the journey of buying these mansions and buying these cars and buying these expensive watches. And he's a real cool guy. He's from London, from England. He's really, really cool guy, in my opinion. He's really, really humble and in a lot of ways. And I love the interaction between him and the camera guy who's shooting him. I love that. But it's good. It's Producer Michael. But it's another thing for me. When I look at what he's doing, he's just leveraged some opportunity before that he had, and he's got some major success. I mean, he doesn't have to do a YouTube channel, right? But you think about what he's doing. He's giving, right? Taking us on this journey with him, and I watched like a 5-second thing. He was getting ready to buy an Aston Martin. But I think what they were doing is they were fitting him. Like he had to sit in the chair. It was just a chair, no car. Sit in the chair and like be fitted into the chair. They were taking they were going to build this chair, the driver's seat around him. That's what I'm talking about. Why not? If he can do it, why not you? Why not you? But he takes you on, takes you on these journeys. I love it because I just see me there. I see me there. I see me buying the $1 million mansion. I see me buying, the nice cars, right? And I hope you can see you there. That's why I watch it. I watch it so I can see me there. But yeah, it's really cool guy. Really cool guy. Definitely check out that channel as well. So anyway, guys, I'm done rambling. I've been rambling now for 30 minutes. But I just hope for you. My wish for you is that you get everything that you wish for. And just don't doubt it. Don't doubt it. Trust your instinct. Trust your gut. That the investment that you made into the digital asset space, trust it. Understand it's about the premium assets, especially if you're an XRP holder. Premium asset, depressed price, real world use case, because in the end, it will be about utility. The market will grow and mature and understand that, and they won't be on this. They won't be on the spec mode, the speculative mode. They won't be on this great idea mode. They're gonna be on the, okay, what is really actually being in play? That's the key. That's why the genius that is Ripple got all these other things, got this coil and this X-Spring and all this stuff out there where they can show and prove where XRP is being used, not an idea, right? Because the biggest thing is always going to be liquidity in this asset space until it's not a thing, right? You got a bunch of XRP holders who are holding, right? So Ripple's like, yeah, we got to get out here and get some things in motion, being used. XRP tip bot, genius. Genius. Anyway, guys, I'm just excited for you. I get the rambling on because I get excited for you, and I hope that you do too. Check out those YouTube channels, guys. It's about filling it up upstairs so that you can prepare for stuff. VYBO, visualize yourself beyond ordinary. And the other YouTube channel is called World King, and it's I am affirmations. You'll see about 10 to 15 of those I am affirmation videos. Grab you one. I have a 30-minute one that I love, absolutely love. Listen to it every single morning and every single night before I go to bed. Every single night before I go to bed. Why? Because I know it's about what I put upstairs. What I put upstairs and what I can see, I can hold. What I can see, I can hold. Guys, what you can see for yourself, you can have for yourself. So anyway, guys, listen. Never ever forget this. That old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather us remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating? Or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know. That the battle for you has already been fought. And the victory is yours. Go get it, guys. I'll talk to you soon. See ya. Bye.